All right, so we're going right to read. This is Paul Sackett's Good News Planet. I'm speaking to Ann Mendel. Hi, Ann. How are you?
I'm really good this morning.
I know you are, because I just spoke to you before we started the recording. And I said, is this really Ann Mendel? And she said, it is. And she said, it's the truth, or something like that.
That's exactly what I said.
And
I just wanted you to be clear that it was absolutely me.
That was absolutely you. And and together we decided that the truth sets you free.
Yes, and I feel so much better now.
And I felt that I could see when you got on, there was in trepidation. But after setting yourself free, there's a jubilation.
Oh, absolutely. I can't even
write a
begin
book.
to tell you. I know.
All these smart, my mother was a librarian.
Was she?
And I rebelled.
Oh, and you've never read a book.
I've never read a book. I have 2,500 books staring me in the face, and I've interviewed almost every one of these people.
Yes.
But to be honest, I never hardly ever read a book. I fall asleep. I don't know what it is. I can't, I should mature at this age, but it hasn't happened yet. I'm a TV boob tube guy.
Well, and everything is made into TV or movies, so you don't have to worry. You'll sound really well educated no matter what.
And your book, Etiquette for an Apocalypse, what a movie this would make.
Thank you.
This would be big-time production. Because look at what you're saying here. Portland, 2023, okay?
Yes.
After 3 years of living there, earthquakes, volcanoes, plagues. Wow, this sounds like my Passover Seder. Violence, starvation, death. Sophie Cohen has almost made peace with her new normal. Oh, yeah. 3 years after the Yellowstone Caldera, smothered the world in ash. All right, I guess that maybe is a real thing.
Yes,
but
it is.
Strangely spared the Northwest U.S. Well, you got nice shopping up there, and it's very important to have good shopping.
Yeah, I should say, and great restaurants.
And an underground something. All right, so tell us a little bit about the book. Welcome. Thank you for allowing us to get a chance to speak with you.
My pleasure. My book is written to kind of ask people what it is that they're going to need to do to deal with hard times that are coming down the road. And it's about a woman with an average family who has to, within the context of raising an average family, cope with all the problems that come up in an apocalypse. And in the course of that, they come across a serial killer who they have to track down. And then because that leads to a whole taking down the emerging power structure that's trying to take over everything that's left of the world. So that's kind of the basic.
That's a pretty basic stuff, but as Woody Allen said, why does man kill? He kills for food.
Yeah.
There must be a beverage, though, Woody said.
Yes, well, of course.
Because, food's good, but an extra beverage.
Well, and as you can see, it's a comedy. It's written as a comedy.
That was a quote from the book. I know. It probably has to be put into some kind of perspective. But, so, why? Do you know something that's going to happen that I don't know? Is there going to be any problem?
Well, if you look at even the last 6 months of what's happened in this country, it's, kind of one disaster after another after another. It looks like Mother Nature's a little angry right now. And so I can't help but think that there's going to be continuing natural disasters going on. And then I'm not real confident about the economic situation, and I think it can easily create some serious problems in the future. So then we have fossil fuels, oil, that China and India are making us compete for now. So I think the price of oil is going to keep going up and up. So those are all really major issues in terms of our well-being, if you happen to agree with that take on the world.
Okay, but you know what King Arthur said.
Run.
Run away.
Yes, exactly.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Another phenomenal quote in Anne's book. Another Monty Python. You've touched on
I pulled a number of Woody Allen and Monty Python. But, running away, unfortunately, I would do it in a second if I could figure out where to run to.
Yeah, we got nowhere to go so far.
Yeah, so if you come up with something, I'd appreciate you letting
Come to
me
Brooklyn. Come to
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
My son lives in Brooklyn. That would be good.
You come see your son. You stay here. We have lots of food. In fact, it's like the primary. In fact, that's all we talk about. That's all we. That's just how we deal with life. What are we going to have for lunch? We have a whole big lunch here every day for our little group here.
Yeah.
And you come in here. You'll eat here. You can stay here. Don't you worry. Everything is going to be fine.
But do you have Reubens?
Huh?
I mean, Reuben sandwiches.
Of course
really,
we have Reuben. We got Junior's right on the corner. If we can't get a Reuben.
Okay.
Now let me ask you a question. You want to go with corned beef or a pastrami Reuben?
Oh, I'm a pastrami fan. I am.
Wow. This is the
I
town
like the
for that.
spiciness of it. Yes, with extra sauerkraut.
Oh, extra sauerkraut. Okay.
Yeah, I know. That's just who I am.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's a nice item. We won't deprive you from having extra sauerkraut. What type of cheese are we talking?
I do Swiss because it's classic. I mean, who does cheddar cheese or American craft cheese?
It's not even kosher. No.
I know.
But Swiss is because it's holy.
It is holy, and I think it has a special dispensation, actually.
Well, you've gotten some good reviews of your book. The story goes down dark corridors as the struggle to survive and bring some order into the new world is waged. This really is a great story, one that grabs you and keeps you until the end. So what do you suggest, though, if there really is a problem? What should we do? I'm a world-loving, caring, we're all in this together type of guy. All we are is what we are for each other. And you are, too, obviously. That's why you wrote this book. So what do we do? Have a group hug?
No. There's real concrete things that you can do that I talk about on my blog, but also my number one tip to everybody is take chocolate chip cookies to your neighbors. They're the ones that are going to be pulling you out of the sinkhole. And while it sounds fun and light, it is absolutely serious that the first and most important thing you can do is start making friends with your neighbors, because they're the people that you're going to have to count on. And you can do this any number of ways in terms of community projects, just working together. And then one of the things that I stress a lot is how to build your tolerance for people that drive you crazy. Because that is exactly what's going to happen. My neighbors drive me crazy. Yeah. And my big job right now is learning how to increase my tolerance for people that I disagree with. Yeah. So those are really, really important things to start working on now, so that things can run a little more smoothly if there are problems. And no matter where you live, I mean, New York has experienced blackouts and all kinds of things that require being friends with your neighbors. Yeah,
forced into it, yeah.
Yeah, you are, so you might as well kind of get it started now, I think.
We take you're right, and but I think that people should just come in and take the subways every day. And we'll have a little course here. Subway, New York is the epitome of the statement that the world can live together. It is perfect representation of the people of the world from every multicultural community living together in harmony, in bliss. New York has only become more and more that place of just go to Times Square now. It is it's a wild place, and the people they're there. I mean, I can't say we don't have a big police force in New York. It's the size of the state of Rhode Island, probably. But somehow I think we're going to be okay.
It's a wonderful place to be. I mean, in terms of a sense of large numbers of groups who clearly have very different ideas about the world, getting along, living with each other, and the big thing, tolerating each other's differences. It's remarkable. I love New York.
So tell me a little more about the book that we should share with the audience.
Okay, well, obviously it's a mystery, and it's a thriller, and it's a comedy, and it's a post-apocalyptic book. So it's very hard to pin down in terms of exactly what it is, but for anybody who likes any of those genres, I think it's a great buy. Many people have referred to it as the perfect summer read, because it's very easy to read, even though it's very dark. Because when you can combine very dark and very funny, it somehow goes down a lot easier. Now, in the book, I go out of my way to use facts. I studied a lot, many classes and many books in order to bring realism to the book. And when you spoke of the caldera, for example, there is
what is that?
It's a lava bed that stretches 134 miles in Yellowstone Park, and it's a giant mass of lava right underneath the ground that is actually pulsing as we speak, and it's blown every 300,000 years. And right now we're at 300,000 years.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you can look this up. And the last 2 times it's blown, it's covered the world in ash and devastated all living things. Now, in geological time, they're saying any time in the next 30,000 years it could blow. So don't like go home and get into your closet and stuff. We do have 30,000 years potentially, but when it does blow, that is exactly what they expect to happen. So my whole book is based on that having happened in the world, and ash having covered the planet except for this one little spot in the Northwest. And these people are faced with surviving, famine and plague and all kinds of things in order to get on with their life.
Wow.
I know.
Exciting.
Well, people say the reviews say that, so I'm pretty sure it is.
That's what it says. The page-turning thriller that's thought-provoking, hilarious, and this is the kicker, and human.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I really wanted that. I wanted people to see themselves in the book and not have superheroes. My main character, Sophie, is a mom, and everything she does from the point of view of, well, how would a mother handle this? How did I handle this with my kids? Because she runs the espionage unit for the rebels, and she's not a superhero at all. She's just a person who uses her daily skills to master this very horrible situation. So
I love your writing.
Oh, thanks.
Look at this, chapter 6. I found another one, Bertrand says, in almost Bertrand calm, -calm. Very cool. Not excited or anything. Dot. All right, I draw my finger over my neck, then move the finger across my heart. Bertrand nods. Again, we sit at the living room bar, picking at our turnip bean dip. Very cool writing. Very good thinking. Very nice. Good for a movie.
Okay, I'd appreciate it if you'd call Hollywood after we talk.
Okay, Hollywood.
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right, well, it's all good, and thank you very much. Last quick question, what's good news for you? Congratulations to you. And you have a website and things like that?
Yeah, AnnMendel.com. The name of the book is Etiquette for an Apocalypse.
Okay, and you have a blog also?
Yeah, the blog. You can get to the blog through AnnMendel.com.
Okay.
But I do have a blog on how to survive the future.
Yeah, I love the cover also.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Good job. All right, well, congratulations to you. Take care.
Thank you, Paul.
All righty, bye-bye.